Guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why we were forced out of our apartment. Remember that beautiful apartment that I filmed a tour of and you guys loved it? Yep, we pretty much got kicked out. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why and why I've been MIA. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So you guys, Joey and I moved into this apartment in DC and we absolutely loved it. I'm going to link it down so you guys can see the apartment tour. We moved into the apartment last year in June and our lease was set to end this year in June as well. So it was a 1-year lease. Well, our landlords called us beginning of this year in January. I remember it was specifically January the 12th, and they told us that they were having a hard time finding tenants to fill upstairs. So it was a full house, a full townhouse, but Joey and I were renting the basement. So they didn't have anyone upstairs for pretty much the whole time we had the apartment leased. So they call us in January and they tell us that in March they were planning on putting the house on the market. So of course, we were thinking, okay, this is cutting into our lease time. Our lease was supposed to end in June, but then now it's ending 3 months prior. And we didn't really look at the fine print in the lease when we signed it. So, we brought it up to the landlords and said that, well, the lease ends in June. Why are you cutting it 3 months short? So then they tell us you have to look into the lease and see that it actually states that, both parties can cancel or terminate the lease 3 months prior with a 3-month notice. So that's basically what they were doing. Oh my gosh, we started freaking out. We were thinking, okay, we have this wedding we're planning. Now we have to scramble and find a new apartment. After we, put this whole apartment together, made it feel like home, now we have to leave. So, since January, Joey and I have been looking for an apartment. It's been so difficult, very stressful, just because of the pandemic. Some apartments were just out of our budget. Some apartments were in our budget, but then we had to pay crazy parking fees. So, since January to end of March, we've been looking for apartments and it's been super stressful. Anyway, so February 25th, they email us saying, well, we finally found a contractor who's going to come renovate the whole house and we plan on terminating the lease on April 26th. Anyways, I emailed them back and I say we will be out by May 1st. Then we found a new apartment. We called the landlords and said, hey, we found this new spot. We're gonna be out April 1st. So then they make this whole big deal about, well, you didn't give us a 30-day notice. You say that you'll be out by May 1st. And so it was just a whole bunch of confusion. I told them that, we didn't say we'll be out on May 1st. We said we will be out by May 1st. So it was just so stressful. And then we had to deal with that. And so, well, we finally found our new apartment and, we were so excited after looking for 3 whole months. I mean, we looked everywhere in DC. It was just so hard. It's really so hard finding a good apartment that's affordable in DC. So it was just so stressful these past 3 full months. But we were so glad we finally found something. And so that's why I've been super MIA, because we got forced out of our apartment. We had to find something in the span of 3 months. That's something we hadn't even planned for. So it was just a lot going on. Now we have a new apartment and we're settled in. I can't wait to do an apartment tour so you guys can see it. The new landlord that we have is very legit. I mean, we had a whole bunch of paperwork to sign. It almost felt like we were buying a house because literally the paperwork we were signing was over 10 pages long. But, it just gave us comfort and relief that we were not going to deal with the mess we were dealing with from the old apartment. So yeah, those old landlords, it was a brother and sister. They were just not friendly when it came to us letting them know that we were going to leave before April 26th as they wanted. It almost felt like they wanted us to do things on their terms versus what we wanted to do. I mean, they were the reasons that we were looking for an apartment anyways. And they were saying that they were putting the house on the market March 31st and that we had to leave. So once we found something, then it was a problem. They wanted a notice. Bottom line, we figured that they really wanted that rent money for that month just because they were struggling to even pay for the mortgage for the entire house because they didn't have people upstairs. So it was just a whole bunch of confusion, a whole bunch of stress for Joey and I. But God is good. We found a new place and we're happy. We don't have to deal with that anymore. Stay tuned for that apartment tour. It's coming. We're just finalizing with unpacking and just getting settled in, and then that will come very soon. So just stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I am back and I have so much content for you guys. If it's your first time here, my name is Angela. I should have said that in the beginning, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.